The probability that AZTR stock will get to $7.75 is around 19%, roughly 20%. That was the projection we had earlier on before we started to record this. It was the most upper projection on its 1 minute chart. That projection is now the most upper projection is now 6.49. So, but we have it that the probability that it will get to 7.75 was then roughly 20%, yeah, 19.97%. So the probability that it will not surpass 7.55 is 80%. So as you can clearly see, the stock has run up again of around, as you can see, 180%, 100, roughly approximately 190%. Earlier on, the gain was around 326%. As things stand right now, it is trading at a slight premium to its 50-day moving average, and all of these just thanks to what happened today. But amongst other things, I think the company indicated that they got a couple of patents from the U.S. Patent Office. But patents sound good, but they can always be challenged. And when small firms have patents, there's a good chance in a lot of cases that they go about pursuing cases of infringement on their patents, and in a lot of cases they some of those patents get watered down or even thrown out or dismissed or cancelled, as the case may be. But I digress. But in any case, market participants were reacting to the news that he got a couple of patents from the U.S. Patent Office. And what, interestingly enough, as well, we can also see something going on here. If this is anything to go by, the borrow rate is around 142.34%. This could be this could be wide market participants are care with this news, and this borrow rate here we have, and then risk-free rate. Okay, so yes, amongst other things, if we have a look at if you're still on this daily chart, we have that the extrapolation is indicating that it will actually reach the highs of around 6.61. It's 6.61. Its 50-day, 200-day moving average is currently at $21 or so thereabout. So that's an indication of how the stock has depreciated over the last couple of over the last year, you may say. So let's have a look at its 3-minute chart and see what we have. Okay, do we have let's see, we have 6.37 is the most upper projection. The highs it reached is 11.19 in this session, 11.19. Okay, let's look at the 5-minute chart. Okay, we have the most upper projection here is 12.53. I think surely the probability that it will get there very, very slim, but below that we have this is the 5-minute chart, so interesting. Below that we have 10.79. Below that we have 9.53, 8.31, $6.8, 4.32. Okay, so I'm also tempted to think that this is a low float stock, but going by what we have here on Fintel, it's not really a low float stock. It's approximately around 40 million shares that it has, and if this is anything to go by, we have 0.14 as the short of its short percent of its float. And we also obviously have if we have this, then it's out of 100, and then we have the short interest. Okay, so if you have that, then you'll be able to determine that the shares float is around 40 million shares. But it has a here of 28 million as shares outstanding here at Charles Schwab. I think they're indicating, that's where I saw that, that's where I got the idea that it may be a low float stock. Market cap 1.6 million. I think it has changed already. Let's see, shares outstanding with 960,000. shares held by okay, and then we have another contrasting figure, so 3.6%. Who do we, which one, which is the reliable, which is the reliable data there? But in any case, there's something there, and something definitely associated with short interest, and with this news as well, yeah, it's a mix of things. It's a mix of things. I think the most ambitious we are so far on of all the projections will be this 5 minute chart. So I think where we have a cluster of numbers, you may find you may be able to find interesting projections. The probability of it getting to 8.3, 8.33. Okay, since we have 19% for 7.55, then it's going to be roughly around something less than 19% that you can get there. But and within 19%, a lot of fact, a lot of reality can occur there. So this is now the 10 minutes. We are also, I think we have a similar pattern, similar projections here. 12.53, the most upward projection on this 10-minute chart. Let's look at the 15-minute. Let's see, there are projections that all above. Most of them are all above. Most of them are above the highs of this session on this chart. 12.19. Yeah, let's have a look at its 30 minutes. Let's see. Okay, let's see where the projections lie. Okay, still calculating. I think we haven't seen anything. Okay, we can't see anything here. Let's look at the 45-minute chart. Yeah, okay, there is a projection. Actually, there might be a projection on that 30-minute chart, but they're probably way above yeah, what we have on the screen. 8.54 is I think the lowest projection, 8.54. So we probably have to go back and see whether we can let's see whether we can get it. We can't. They're somewhere probably up there. That means the projections are very ambitious, really ambitious, possibly. Okay, let's go to 1 hour chart. Let's see what we have here. Do we have any projections? Let's see, nothing's coming. Okay, we have some projections, but they are below where the price is. We have a 3.97, so it's here on this 1 hour chart. That's calculating that the stock will pull back. Naturally, you should expect that. You should expect that to be the case. Okay, let's look at the 2 hour chart and see. Okay, the hourly charts are not they don't have ambitious projections. Let's look at the 3 hour chart. Let's see what we have. Yeah, similar pattern, downward projections. Support is forecasted or is being calculated. And 4 hour charts, I mean, obviously being hourly charts, they have their longer duration charts, so you should naturally expect that to be the case. But in the minute charts, in the 5 minutes and 5 minutes and the 15 minutes, 5 and 10 minutes, they're very, by the time you watch this, some of those things, they, I mean, you get the drift. So yes, on this this is the 4 hour chart. We have 4.09. This is a projection, a downward projection. So we're going to compare some of that with some of those figures what we have on its price channel. So let's look at the 1 day chart and see. So you can see that the stock as things stand right now, it's trading above its 200-day moving average. So 8.69 is the upward projection on this daily chart. It's 8.69. So, and since we have the probability of it getting to 7.55 as roughly 19.9%, then maybe you can do some inference in that regard. But this is a daily chart. I think the kind of data you use here may be different, because the data we used on the 1 minute chart, they're just very much fresh figures, and standard deviations were not very high as well, very fractional. In this case, it might be different. it might be different. Let's try. The stock has been consolidating for a long time now. Okay, let's see whether we can just slide backwards. I think we don't have anything. I think the closest we have will be sometime back in February of this year. So it's 28.25 and standard deviation of 7.7. So we can just quickly compute that: 28.25 and 7.7. 28.25. Okay, so it will be yes, because it's 28.25 and standard deviation of 7.7. And we have, I mean, you don't need to see that this will be very high. The probability will be very high. It will give us a very high probability, because each time the mean is at the premium, is higher than the raw score itself, or the projection itself, then the probability will be a very high one. Okay, let's get that probability again. We had the probability we saw earlier on. It's 8.69. 8.69. It will definitely give us something close to 8.69. Something really ambitious. Something really ambitious. Let's see. Okay, the probability that it will surpass it is 99.446. I was going to say 99% or there, but then that's it. That's what it turned out to be. But in any case, we just used only one price, one single, one unit, one price, only one unit of data. You know, it may not be enough. We probably have to, but unfortunately, that's the much we could infer back. It hasn't. The last time it reached was at this sort of level was the 14th of February, and it hasn't reached there again. Apart from the ones, the prices, the strength it showed in this session, you know, it has actually printed high prices. It printed higher prices than 8.69. But if this is enough for you, if one data is enough for you, one figure is enough for you to determine your probability, then you can run with that. You know, the probability that it surpass 8.69 is 99%. You know, but I mean, why not? You could say that. You know, I mean, it has already shown that in today's session. You know, but in any case, have a look and see what you make of Aztr. I think there might be something there, but I really wouldn't encourage you to. I've not really been encouraging anybody to do anything. So you decide what it is for you. And thank you very much for watching this video.